Hey, it's Shop Talk, baby. This is the show where it's okay to be you. We're talking from Yale to jail and from the church house to the pimp house. Nothing's excluded on Shop Talk. So if you don't have a phone, I suggest you borrow one. Call in and voice your opinion live every Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Yeah, that's right, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Don't forget to Shop Talk with your girl, because right here, we keeps it real. Good morning, lovely people. What's happening? What? I can't hear you. I can't hear you either, Nick. I'm telling you, I can't hear you. I see you. I just can't hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, go out and come back in. What's going on, lovely people? Got a great show planned for you guys today. I can't hear you either, Nate. Okay, there we go. Got a great show planned for you today. Today's show is, y'all already know how to fill it up. If was a fifth. Y'all can go ahead and follow that up. Y'all already know how that roll. We got some hot topics for you today. It's going to be off the chain. We have, of course, I'm going to tell you what's going on in, I can tell you the state of Ohio, but across all over, across the globe. Cassie being upset. I do have the Shop Talk question of the week, which is really, really cool. I should get, you know what? I'm going to give it to you right now, the Shop Talk question of the week, so that you can ponder on it. And I got this off of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. They was doing Would You Rather. I was like, that's a great, one of theirs, Would You Rather, was a great Shop Talk question of the week, which is, would you rather be a liar and no one knew? Or would you rather be able to detect a lie and no one knew? So, yeah, see, I don't get what's happening right now with the mute. But we're going to see. Hold on, let me go. Say hello. Okay, click your mute. Because I muted you to see what was going on. That's why I be liking to come on early and then we can test. That's because I don't hear nothing. Also, let's see. Botox, they got a new thing now where they're getting rid of Botox, which is interesting. So we'll go into that. People with Sam's Club orders. Do you have Sam's Club membership? I got something for you because a lot of people are like, nope, not doing that anymore. 50 Cent, what he said about depression. What's your thoughts on that? Got a whole lot. A whole lot. Also, we definitely gonna dig into the Tyler Perry movie, Divorce in the Black. That beginning scene had me hollering. And we had a guy on last week that actually was talking about the citywide baptism. So we'll go into that a little bit more. All right, I'm trying to see. We're going to do a little test here. This sucks. This is a pet peeve of mine in a big way. You have no idea. So you guys can hear each other, but can't hear me. Y'all can hear me too, but I can't hear you. What's up with that? Okay, let me see. Let's see.
America can hear us too. Hey, y'all doing out?
Ask Cornell. I'm on my phone.
Nope, I can hear y'all. That's a see, Nate. You on screen. You usually be in the back. You see what I'm saying? You're usually working on this stuff. Like, now you on set. I'm like, what? All right, cool. That was an easy fix. I was like, I don't understand why I can't hear you. What's happening here? What? That means
we can hear each other all the whole time. So
and see, guess what though? Had we been on early, I would have been able to know. He would have been like, check, and I'd have been like, oh, what happened? So that means that somebody was in here and messed with my volume.
I ain't gonna,
because I got that board, huh?
I'm not gonna blame your grandson.
No, blame his mother. Somebody need to be watching these people.
Listen, y'all gonna get off my people now.
He in there, Mama. What does this button do?
Yeah, this looks fun.
And my great nephew.
What does this do?
Okay, I was like, y'all can hear me? So that's cool. So listen, it's gonna be off the chain. But before we get started, let me do this real quick. Nick, what's going on down there? I mean, Texas, Houston, yeah. What's going on over down there? Over there. What's going on over there?
Okay, people are still waiting for their power to get on. Centerpoint is tripping. I mean, they working.
That's the name of the electric company?
The distributor, yeah, because we have several electric companies, but they're the ones that distributing, but they're also the ones running everything.
So clearly you got electric.
Yeah, Wednesday morning around 2:30 in the morning, it came on, and like 3:15 in the afternoon, it went off. It was too hot for that mess. But yeah, people are still waiting on power. They have crews that's come from other states, and they're on the clock, but they're not being dispatched until like later on in the afternoon. Some of them are trying to work in Centerpoint and tripping.
But wait, but let me stay focused here because we don't know Centerpoint and all of them. I need to know. So you guys have your power?
Yes.
How long were you guys out of power?
2 days.
Oh, okay. So that's a blessing. But that's a blessing because people still don't have power. I seen them old people in the line trying to get food. And in my mind, in my mind, it ain't even Christmas time with the Temptations. I'm looking at some of these people. Okay, I'm looking at some of these people, and I'm thinking of Dr. Now. Do y'all watch Dr. Now?
Sometimes.
Okay, well, Dr. Now, he'd be like, the one girl was like, I don't eat this kind of food. He was like, she's like, I'm kind of a picky eater. He was like, you can't be a picky eater at 560 pounds. So some of the people on the news, listen, some of the people on the news, I went right back to that because there were people that were on the news and they were talking about, it's not our food of choice, but at least my family can eat. And I'm thinking, but I wouldn't even said that. I would not have said that because I would have been grateful for whatever it is because it's not just you and your family. It's thousands of people that are affected. And just get on out the line. Then I saw an elderly couple, the man with his walker and his wife with his walker. They looked amazing, though. I was like, oh, thank God they're fit. They were in that line, and they said the line was like 2 to 3 hours long.
Yeah, a lot of places. You had to travel. A lot of people had to travel to get gas, and it was 2-3 hour waits for gas. We had to travel way up north just to go get something to eat on Monday. And then Tuesday we went back up there because things opened around here, but a lot of restaurants wasn't open yet.
Mm-hmm. But y'all had to do something. I'm so grateful that you were out of power just for 2 days. Because I see the media is blowing up Pastor Keon Henderson's church, playing that and how it was destroyed. I'm like, look at these people that's not eating. But
right.
We know what it does.
Yeah, and a lot of people,
or maybe they were trying to show. Maybe they were trying to show how extensive it was. And I didn't know. I didn't know that we back around the alphabet again. Because each hurricane is in alphabetical order. So now we in, what is it? A Hurricane Burrow? I'm like, that sounds like he wasn't playing, just knocking stuff over.
Chris just destroyed tropical storm. Right now we're on Tropical Storm Debbie or Hurricane Debbie.
ABCD. Wait, what's yours? But yours is what's Texas? Barrel? That's a B, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where's C?
Yeah, Barrel went up and passed us now. Chris was in Mexico. Debbie is coming this way. And we've been having rain for the last 2 days.
Y'all out there in America, look out for Earl. Earl the Pearl.
Debbie coming, Earl coming, everybody coming.
That is something. A lot of people didn't realize that hurricanes go that way. They just like, because the one that sticks in my head is Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that one. Which
back around?
Which one sticks in your head, Nate the Agitator?
Katrina. But I've been working 10s, and I tried to come home. I had to stop at my friend's house so I can do the show, co-worker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to this. I had no idea none of this. My life has been work and sleep. And, to hear this, I'm like, what? I didn't know you guys were going through that.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to
You's a real man. You's a real strong man. You just go to work and go to sleep. And us little ladies, us little ladies that don't do nothing but look cute, we know what's going on.
You should be thankful and honored that like me. Now take your shoes off and get in the kitchen.
No, he didn't. Okay, there go the caveman. We know.
I'm trying to stay awake.
You try to, hey, we got you. Listen, okay, so I told the lovely listeners, today's topic is if was a fifth. Y'all know the follow-up?
We'd all be drunk.
That's what we got going on today.
Drunk.
Oh, what'd you say? You'd stay there. Like, what's happening? Let's get this show started because it's a good one, lovely people.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation.
get to that. Everything that happens is motivation. That's what it's all about, lovely people. That is what it's all about. All right, let me let the lovely people know. I don't know in the state of Texas, but I can say for Ohio, I got to get this information out there. Did you know that auto insurance has increased to 19.5? Let me make it easy. 20% since last year.
Mm-hmm. Especially here. I can believe.
That's crazy. You have folks auto insurance that's more than their car note.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it?
No.
I'm like, should we be getting bites?
Commercial insurance is astronomical too. I was like,
well, we got to stay focused on the auto because I don't know the facts on the commercial part, and everybody doesn't have to have commercial insurance. That's why I wanted to talk about what the people have. And that auto insurance, it's like, we have to have it. This is a law. I did the math. I paid $250,000 in auto insurance to date. So
here's the first thing that jumped in my mind, just to be agitational. We're gonna stop you from being able to drive, so you can get in these self-driving cars. We're gonna make it hard for you to own your own stuff. It's just the beginning. It's a bigger plan. You always gay.
They want us back on the bus. Get on the bus.
Huh?
They want us back on the bus.
Bus. Everything's going electric and self-driving.
Yeah.
But how can we afford? How can we afford the self-driving?
No, it's like an Uber. You just call a car to you. I'm telling you, this is what I see. You're going to get in these self-driving cars, and you're going to have your phone, and the car going to be like, oh, Mel, you got a speeding ticket. Lock the doors. Either put your credit card in, or we're taking you to jail. Or, Nick, you got a warrant. The car has locked, and the police are on their way. So, I mean, they're taking the humans out of everything. AI is taking the humans out of everything.
I told y'all about, what was that, last year? I don't know if y'all was listening to 94.7. I was talking about that. No, that was earlier this year with AI. That's not a good idea. But here's the thing. So watch this.
Terminator told us.
Okay. So if it increased 20%, it's more than some folks' car payments. I done paid $250,000 to date since I've been driving. And a lot of people feel like, oh no, I will never see that much money. I never had that. You have had it, because when I broke it down and I saw, once you start calculating your coins, you'll see, okay, wait a minute. I paid what? So when I saw that I paid $225,000 for a mite, that's what it is, a mite.
Mm-hmm.
I might get in an accident, so let me give you all of this. And then now you're telling me with the 20% increase that it's because of the drivers in Ohio. I said, well, what about me? I don't have a ticket. I haven't been in an accident. They were like, oh no, it's the other drivers.
Everybody. Mm-hmm.
Here's my problem. Y'all gave them folks that license.
Hey.
And I have to pay for somebody else's errors. How often have we said that and was brought up? Oh, I'm not paying for your mistakes, so you make good decisions yourself. But if you're making your good decisions and they're not, I'm still penalized. That's a problem. I think we need to talk to our governor.
Here's another sleepy thought. You only get yelled at, or you only get assistance if you're yelling. Us abiding the law and stuff like that. There's no services for us. But let you have a drug addiction, we'll get you a voucher to get a car and buy your clothes and this, that, and other. But if us law-abiding citizens, I mean, the world's not made for us. We're made to be consumed on. I'm going to give you bad food so you can buy drugs. I'm going to take your money for your car insurance because you might get in an accident. I mean, here's a question. How do you make it today? What is the formula to make it?
That is why we named the show If Was a Fifth, real talk. Because you just gave it in plain sight. If I was a drunk, then I can get some assistance.
All this plan is services in prescription drugs. Prescription. Yeah. But that's all that's legal. They want you on either one or the other, needing their prescription drugs or paying for a service.
And that's sad, because whatever happened to the law is for the unlawful. I think that's biblical. I think I heard. I
Well,
think that's
scripture
biblical.
that scripture is yelling. That scripture right now is yelling.
We need to do something about it. Now, go ahead. Finish your thought. Okay. So they have Cassie on here, but there's a lot of people, and I was looking around and watching the different comments on the media sites, and it was saying how P. Diddy people upset that he out there water rafting. Are you upset that he's water rafting?
I'm not saying none of it.
Okay. What about you, Nick?
That's not my business. He'll eventually get caught.
But what is he doing wrong by water rafting?
He's not doing anything. He's living his life until he go to jail.
See, absolutely. Because if it was me, for real, think about if it was me. If I know I'm going to jail, possibility of going to jail, haven't been to court yet. Why am I going to sit at home before y'all tell me I got to sit at home?
Exactly.
I don't think he's going to jail. I don't think he's going
You don't think he's going to jail? You think so? Do you think that that's why Cassie is upset because she's looking like he ain't going to jail? He living his best life.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
But baby girl, you had a lot to do with your own mess because at any time she could have walked away, but she joined in on a lot of that mess. She knew what was going on. She decided to stay. When she was helping harass, allegedly, Tim Porter, and a lot of stuff that he did, she was in on. Now you can't say he made you. Because at any time, everybody has a choice to walk away. If you didn't walk away, baby, that's on you.
Well, the girl ran away. Remember, he drug her back?
Huh?
She ran and he drug her back that time that we saw.
Well, yeah, the one time that we saw, but like, girl, at any time when it first started, you could have walked away. Like, no, this is not what I do. This is not what I'm about. This is not how I want my career to go. Exit stage left. You stayed because as long as you stayed with him, your career was somewhat popping. That's why she stayed. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
That's how you feel too, Nate?
Huh?
That's how you feel too?
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, I don't do domestic. That might be what they into. I mean, man, what if it got out that you like your second left toe played with? And that's what we do in our spare time. Now everybody looking at you like, oh, Mel's a freak. She let her left middle toe played with. Hey, if that's how they get down.
Let me tell you something. You must have looked at that picture I posted and my left middle toe is turned. Because I bought these, they call toe separators. I bought these toe separators, speaking of that. Did you see them, Nick? Okay. So, I bought these toe separators. And listen, no lie, because some of the little people, I'm not even going to say little people, the adults that I birthed, be coming and be like, do you? Actually, it's only her. Can I? Do you? Do you have? I bought these toe separators. I ain't lying. I'm buying like, look, you got $10? Nope, I had to buy these thumbtacks. Like, so I bought these toe separators. She was like, what are those? But listen, I put them on. Rocking them pointy toe shoes in the 80s to the 90s.
A lot of people.
You get some crossover.
Baby, I got to spread them out. Let the blood. I got the nosy neighbors. That's why when you said that left third middle toe, I bust out laughing. Listen, y'all.
I'm like, who in the world is staring that hard that they notice that? Because I didn't notice it.
You couldn't, because you can't notice it. Look, because you can't notice it. Because I didn't have it all the way down. Because guess what? Because they cramped up like. So I had to pull the separator down. But let me tell you, it's like, have you ever been stretched? See, you know where I'm going with that. Look, in my head, I got TD Jakes talking about, you ever been stretched? But listen, have you been stretched before, Nick?
Mm-mm.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
It's an amazing feeling.
Orgasmic.
Not that kind of stretch. Oh, no, you talking about the real, yeah.
No, I laid on the table and they measured you and they showed you where your spine is.
Right.
The spine. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's
I'm not perverted.
Not the perverted way. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And that's how my toes fell.
Upside down, yeah.
I ain't been hung upside down now.
I have. Yeah, they put me on the table, tilt the table up and...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We thought you were going
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah.
No,
It's
no,
you.
no, no,
That's
no,
this
no.
kind of show.
I'm not hanging from ceiling fans. No.
That's this kind of show. We'll get into that a little bit later. We'll get into that. But the toes, like with these toe separators, that's how it feels. So I was like, oh, this is nice. My feet like this. Toes like how cats be stretching. I was like, this is it. Cost me a whopping, what, $20? I ain't got no money. I just bought these toe separators. I'm about to find something else. Like anything else. Yeah, be like, I ain't got it. I bought these Post-its for $5. I ain't got it. Like,
Yeah, well, hey, I tell my kids, listen, I can't file you on my taxes. I don't love you no more. Leave me alone.
you know what, that part, that would be it. Because it's like, here. If you look at that, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But I'm telling you, the toe separators, boom. If you were a victim, go ahead. What's the background sounds, Nate? If you were a victim of pointy-toed shoes in the 80s, you might want to invest in some toe separators.
Hey, we looking for endorsements. Hey, welcome to the toe separators.
The toe separators. Everybody have a pair. You get a pair. You get a pair. Check your mail.
Right.
You'll be like, okay. So
Everybody gets a pair.
everybody. Now the Botox. So people are getting away from Botox and all these chemicals. Guess what they going back to? Do I have? Wait a minute. I know I got some tape. Tape. So
Really?
yeah. So like pull it back to where your edges should be. For those who might not have what's these things, the baby hairs. Pull it back and tape it. They, even though we know our girl Kayla gonna hook us up. Kayla hook us up with the doggone Botox. But listen, if you are not into it, just go right ahead and get that tape and tape it back. They're going back old school, child. I was like, okay.
No Botox, no tape, no nothing. I'm not doing none of that.
You ain't doing it? Girl, I might do some tape to get rid of this because, you know, my face be like, I do facial expressions.
Good old like creams and stuff like that.
To keep it going.
Retinol and all that.
To keep it going, keep it going. You definitely have to. It's important, especially now. Real talk. When you wash your face, especially when you get older. Otherwise, you know how guys, some women end up looking like puppies and dogs because they wash your face down. You want to wash up. The cosmetologist is coming out of me.
Wash up, rinse down.
Out, boom. There you go. Replay the tape. Looking like replay the tape if you want to see the actions of it. What's up?
Well, you're ladies, black lady. You're supposed to use the butters. You don't need no Botox. If you knew your butters, you know your shave
and all that.
Yeah, you would look like glowing like this.
Yeah, you want to wash up and out.
I'll be glowing.
And then when you rinse down.
Like me. Glow like the agitator.
Don't glow like the agitator. Don't wipe down. I don't care what nobody say. Do not wipe down because what you're doing, you're giving yourself a facelift. So when you, even under your chin, a lot of people go like that. You want to go this way. And you want to go up and out, up and out. Watch your technique. Up and out, up and out. Wash your nose down and out. And boom.
I've learned so much with Shop Talk. I've learned to wipe this way and wipe
front to back. Front to back.
Exactly.
Look at that. The education of it all.
Back to front, something wrong with you. Like, yeah.
Something got to be wrong. Because
it depends on your splash. It depends on your splash now.
You know what?
If you taper, you got to go both ways. If you taper, nice point, no splash, you got to go both ways just to be.
You go front to back anyway, just in case. You get the courtesy wipe in there as well. All right, check this out. So what's happening with Sam's Club members all over? If you guys didn't know, Sam's Club is owned by Walmart. So y'all keep stealing at the self-checkout. The Sam's Club people getting hit. So there is no free shipping and handling if you order online with Sam's Club under $50. So let me make that clear again. If your order is not over $50, you have to pay for shipping and handling. Now, you know, Sam's Club is bulk, so that weight got to be crazy. Right. So there's a lot of people.
$50.
Right. But my thing is, who's ordering online under $50 from Sam's Club, though?
You're right, exactly.
Mel, with her, I got to buy these Tic Tacs.
I got to buy these toe separators.
Separators.
Well, she said toe separators for $20.
I'm going to buy these Tic Tacs because I ain't got it.
Listen. Everyone's addicted to something. My latest addiction has been at Temu.
And Shein.
Well, yeah, but Temu for me. But I don't like. I bought a desk the other day for my office.
You brought a desk from Temu?
Yeah, wrong. Don't do that. But I did get.
I wanted to hear this. I'm like Nick, like.
Yeah. The patio furniture is nice. Oh,
you got patio furniture from Temu? Who? I'll sit on the steps. I'll sit on the deck.
Hey, you'll be shocked at some of the stuff, but it's.
But it's $3.
Temu is nothing but the Chinese people's Amazon, really.
Is it?
Well,
it's not paying as much.
They got their babies working.
Amazon is starting to tax.
Amazon is getting higher though. But Amazon is the QVC. Amazon is the QVC for us. Remember the QVC channel? You'd be like, go there with my grandmother. I'm like, what are you ordering now?
Overseas.
Well, hold. Let me put it this way.
Go ahead.
Amazon doesn't take Afterpay. Temu does. So,
man, I'm done. How you getting Afterpay on Temu?
Right, come on now. Well, it depends on what you get.
Baby, you spin the wheel. I seen the little commercial thing when you click on it. It say spin. It's $1.88.
Yeah,
$1.88, Nate. $1.88, and you want Afterpay?
I seen this bad dining room set on Temu. They wanted $5,000.
Who, Temu?
Oh man, I seen a trailer. I seen toy haulers. I seen everything on Temu. Mm-hmm. You can buy anything on Temu, but I'd want to see somebody with it first. You got to read the reviews.
See, I'm bad about that.
Reviews.
I can't do the clothes.
Reviews now.
I can't do the clothes by me being tall and my weight, my size with my height. I'm around here looking weird. I'll be like, return.
I do their clothes.
Huh? You can,
I do their clothes.
but you're short.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm looking real crazy, like some type of circus
act. The
act.
thing I don't like is because I got all of this up here and smaller down here.
All of what? Where? All of what? Where?
Anyway, I got about two different sizes: the smaller size,
the tops and the bottom,
the bigger size to match. Because if I buy the size that I wear up here, the pants I'll be swimming in the pants and can't wear them. So I gotta buy, All
right, let's go with 50 Cent. Why everybody upset with 50 Cent? If you missed it.
Yeah, I was upset with him because he don't know how to keep his mouth shut. Sorry, 50. Sorry, Curtis.
He keep it real.
Okay, here we go. 50 Cent said that depression is a luxury.
Yeah.
See, I'm with you, Nate. I get it. Yeah. People was losing their mind.
Man, I fight with that.
Luxury?
Because if you have the time to sit there and just say, woe is me and blah, 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 and not get your butt up and do something about it.
No.
I mean,
I wouldn't tell you.
Wait, here. I want to hear yours, Nick. Let me hear him. Go ahead.
I fight with it personally. I mean, it kicks my butt a lot. But, I can't sit here and woe in it. Stuff has to be done. But, I mean, I agitate about a lot of stuff, but when someone say they're depressed, man, I don't play with that. That one kicks my butt a lot.
Okay, so depression being a luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I would like to sit home. I would like to sit home and soak about it. But hey, the cards I got to play the cards I'm dealt.
Okay.
I can't sit here and tell you about my feelings. But I feel this, that, and other. I got to get out here and do it. That's a luxury to be able to sit here and tell you about my feelings.
Okay, go ahead, Nick. What you got? What's your thoughts on that?
Has been diagnosed with depression and anxiety. No, that is not a luxury. That's something that I have to deal with. But no, I'm not sitting around crying about it. I mean, because if everybody knew half of what I've been through the last couple of years, and I'm still here. Yeah, that's a feat in itself. It's hard. It's a daily struggle. It really is. But guess what? I'm doing it. I'm not sitting around sulking. And no, it is not a luxury. Trust me, it's not a luxury. but it depends on the mindset of the person. My mindset is I have to do for me. I have to make sure I'm okay daily. I gotta keep pushing because nobody's gonna take care of me like me.
Okay, what you are saying is exactly what he's saying, and that's where he's at. He's like, we have, and see if, and I don't want to say it is a cultural thing because it's a group of people that's dealing with similar lifestyles. So I understood what he was saying. Some people felt like that ain't how can you say that, because we look at the word luxury as lavish. But if we had it lavishly, we wouldn't be in this situation all the way, completely. But what I want to say is when he said depression is a luxury, I understood because I'm with Nate. Like, okay, I would like to, and I'm not being facetious or anything, but I would like to stay home and not go to work for 2 to 3 days. Okay, you could be diagnosed, but let me say this too, to clear that up. There are 82%, I think I read, 82% of the U.S. citizens suffer with depression and have yet to be diagnosed. Now, there's a lot of people, how often back in, what was it, the early 90s, where Zoloft was the script for everybody?
Well, you said it right there. They setting you up for everything. They put a name to it. If this is the case, what's when they send you money, give you a crazy check, SSI or whatever?
That used to be considered, yeah.
Right. Why don't every black person in America qualify for that? We've been traumatized, where we've been unjustly red zoned, and what the government did to us and our grandparents. We were born in the trauma. So if I'm depressed about woe is me, my motorcycle don't have the rims I want, or I think I should be doing different. What did my grandfather and great grandfather go through?
Okay, look.
And from that was born that innate in me, that innate depression and
you got to get up and go. Now I want to say this. The example that he used for the listening audience was just an example. It was not saying, okay, you suffer from depression because you can't get what you want. However, we see where it's going now, even with diagnosing juveniles. And it's like, wait a minute, how you...
I should get a trophy anyway.
You should get one anyway.
Get what I want. I should get a trophy anyway. So, I should get what I want. Don't tell me I can't have this. I'm depressed about that.
And we look at certain things because of how we were brought up. And it's like, okay, they're diagnosed. They're a child. They suffer with depression. Their lifestyle was not the way that whoever they polled, whoever they did the test on, their lifestyle. So here you go. Here's depression.
Be able to get a check for anxiety and depression.
But watch this.
Because I'm black.
If you could get that check, you can't work certain places. I think that would put me more in depression. That's just me personally. Now, people who it depends on. Wait a minute. It depends on what level, because real talk, we all do suffer from depression at some point in our lives. And it's like, what do I have to do? Do I even have time to be depressed? Nope. Throw it on the back burner. It's too many people depending on me. I have to shut up and put up.
Yeah. There's definitely different levels to it. Definitely.
The thing was not being able to work anything. I would argue that by the statistics of the middle class. If you're on assistance, you make, let's just say, $30,000. But if you're working and you make $60,000, you're taxed to a point where you only make $35,000. Mm-hmm. So the person that's on assistance or whatever else has a lot more leisure time to do whatever they want. They don't have the responsibility of making a job or making a check. It's all a game, man. It's the Matrix, man. And you ever watch the race, the Matrix?
Okay, so if you know it's a game, it's like, how do I beat this game or at least sustain it where I'm still in the game, where I don't give up?
You got to find Neo. We have to find Neo. And try to get the red pill. Get to Zion. Because, the freedom was knowing and being able to get with people that know and live life. But they always had to fight. What were those things called on the Matrix? The things that always came in to bite them. To want to get the free people. So, Go back and watch damn what is it? The Matrix. We're living it, man. We're living it.
Most of the things that we even watch on television, see on TV, is showing you the future.
Yeah,
I do want to say this too. Thanks, Tamika, because she's right. I touched on that a little bit. It depends on the severity of your depression if you can get a SSI check. Now there are some. We don't want anybody. You know what? I'm glad. Let me put this up here real quick.
I know a lot of people that end up getting SSI checks, and this is what they did to go get it. They went to the local hospital up there in PA and took a bag with them and started taking pictures off the walls, talking about they were shopping. That's how they got
people playing the game to get what they want. But I want to talk about. Let me talk about this. This is really important. The suicidal ideations. Those are real. Those are real. People have them. And I'm going to say this, if at a certain age, if you have not ever thought about it, because a lot of people like, when we do the questionnaires, we ask, have you ever thought about harming yourself or others? Well, how often has that happened? Oh, yeah. Did you act on it? No, because of the consequences. You know what I mean? The repercussions of knowing. It's like, yeah, that's a normal thing. Okay, what about today? What about in the last time? Nobody's going to just go lock you up just because you had a normal thought. And I'm using the air quotes for the listening audience. But I do want to let you know, if you feel like you want to harm yourself right now, it is my duty to give you this. There's a crisis lifeline. It's open 24/7. You can text 988, okay? If you feel like that. And like I said, depression, we've all suffered from it. It's about coping skills as well. And most people, when they're depressed, they lay down a lot. And that's when you have to watch, like, okay, what are we doing? And that's the time you get your personal time and your thoughts. And you're like, okay, and you start thinking about your life like, okay, this is not where I want to be. But then you have to say, guess what? Somebody come knocking on your door. Can I? Let me keep going because these people depend on me. So it is not an unnatural thought. It's not an unnatural thought. It's not an unnatural feeling. Now you have those who, just like she said, so thanks again, Tamika. A lot of people don't just get a check by, saying, oh, okay, well, I suffer from depression. It has to be severe. Now, Nick, you got a point. You got somebody that said that. I remember my one cousin, she got her hair done. She ran around the block just randomly. We all looking like, wait, what? She just got out the car and just ran around the block. It was raining. And my cousin Mort, may he rest in peace, he was like, that ninja could get a check. Because she just got out the back seat. Like, we was like young, like, and she flew around the corner. We like, what? Okay. And he said that. Now, he was trying to get a check. And they kept denying him. I still think he should have had to check, but they denied him. And then when she got out the car and ran like that, we laughed so hard that he told her, he was like, she could get a check. I'm like, what? It was funny. Like, this dude keep going down and they like, nope. He like, she can get one. Like, here we go.
I'm going to tell you what I did now. I was on.
Do you wait? I don't,
Nick.
You sure you want to say that on this here TV?
No, go to commercial.
Go to commercial.
Go to commercial.
We're going to go to commercial real quick.
It was funny.
All right, we had to have a staff meeting.
We'd have never got her married.
Whatever.
Hey, wait, no. Y'all crazy. Like, no, don't. But I got to say this. Somebody I know had SSI. And so they had like,
What do you say?
edit the video. It's live. But somebody I know had SSI. Real talk. This is a true story. Man, listen. The people. And they were on the Facebook Live selling a food product. I don't want to put all of it out there. Baby. Didn't the people from the SSI... Listen, see, they don't have to go out and check with binoculars no more. They can just go on social media.
They have a whole police task force that sits there, and if they're looking for you, they just look up your social media.
That's it, because they get it all, because everybody put it out there. But homegirl was on social media selling her stuff, talk about how much it was, whoop-de-whoop, check got cut. Done. They took her off.
Yeah,
so now, but that's the sad part, because you figure if you selling, I don't know how much cakes go for, like $30 now, but if you selling a $10 cake, you only sell them like on the weekend or whatever. Now your check, I don't know how much a normal check is, but you figure I'm just gonna say $1,000 a month. So you get that's low, but you get $1,000 a month, and you get $50 for a cake, depending on your sales, and they consider that as income.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now you cut.
Yeah, they want.
This is how you get past that.
Commercial.
Okay, go back. No, go ahead. Teach us, Nick. Teach us. How do you get it?
Take taxes out your check.
Huh? Oh,
just have them take taxes out of your. You can have them. You can elect to have taxes taken out of your disability and your SSI.
Can you?
Uh-huh.
Educate us, baby. That's why you nicked the voice.
Yeah, because my mom was on disability, and then after she turned, after disability, after you turn 62 or 65, turns to SSI, and there was this one apartment building that my mom was trying to get into, but she, being a retired nurse, she made too much. So what the manager helped her out tremendously.
Okay, well we ain't gonna. That's why Nick the voice of the streets, baby. Go ahead. What now?
$3. She said, just have them take $3 a month tax out of your check, and that will get you up under the limit. And it worked. So just take taxes. Have them take taxes out. However much you think.
Can you file your taxes at the end of the year? Like
you can if you have them take taxes out, you can file. Now, when you're on SSI disability, you don't have to. But if you have them take taxes out, if you want to, you can, but you don't have to, especially since they're not taxing the normal, what is it, 30% or something like that?
82%.
With everything, FICA and all that other good stuff. Listen, there you go. That's Nick the voice. She know what's happening out in the streets. Because even, what was it, the show some years ago about, remember the girl, her water got turned off? Listen, her water got turned off. She said, oh, don't worry about that, because you can still take a bath. You go downstairs in the basement and get the water from the hot water tank. I said, y'all know, man, edutainment right here. Now, I want to go to this comment. I'm going to read it for the listening audience. Let me see, right? I had it talking about a disability check, and it wasn't enough. It gives me a new take on it, because it basically just pays rent. And it's around $900 a month. Thank you. Jesus, it ain't rent no more.
You can work, but you can't make, because every year it goes up. But if you work, you can only make so much a month. So you can work, and then they have something called Ticket to Work, where, like, if that's your first time, the first 9 months you can work and make as much as you want. Then after that, anything over that allowed amount a month, they will tax you for it. They will subtract it from your check. So you want to stay up under that amount.
So you got to be a mathematician. Y'all, baby, these people getting these checks, they need to be math tutors.
Rehabilitation, if you're going to school, they don't mess with you if you're going to school. And right now what they're doing is because they know people are trying to basically start their own businesses and get, they are also allowing you to work as much as you can if you are trying to work a business, do a business for going to school, some other things. You're allowed without them penalizing you. And then you have to check in every so month.
Ooh, baby, that fine print be like 1,000,000 lines long. I'll be like, ooh.
Oh, baby, I read it.
Clearly, because you keeping us informed. What you got, Nate?
Oh, no, it's sad. It takes us right back to my question earlier. How do you win this game? I mean, they'll give it to you. They'll give it to you, but they don't want you living. They don't want you exceeding. They want you at bare minimum. The scale is set at 6. And if you try to go over 6, oh no, there's penalties and stuff like that. So guess what? We're going to help you because this is America, the greatest country in the world. But your rent is $850. We're going to give you $950. And if you work anything more, we're going to deduct and we're going to take this away. There's no real way to win. I mean, we're a product.
Well, let's educate the people.
Go watch the Matrix again.
Let me read this comment. Keep educating the people, especially the listening audience. Based on how many hours you paid into the system, if you made money and paid a lot of taxes, your benefit would be more than someone who worked off and on. Okay. So it depends on the work that you put in. Okay.
Well, hey, excuse me, sir. How do I get on? Tell me what I got to do.
To get on.
Hurt. Like get hurt or get severely sick.
Okay. Okay. Wait. I gotta educate the people because I'm being educated at the same time, and I love it. I had a ticket to work that's a setup, so they left me on that check all year while they did some hearings, denied me to tell me I'm now eligible because I'm 50 and owe $24,000. What? Let me see. Right, wait a minute, hold on, let me finish. I was in a car accident and depending on my settlement, I will no longer be eligible for benefits. So, here's your ticket to work. You help me make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You have a ticket to work. Okay, go to work, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden, guess what?
Oh, she working.
No. I'm looking at this comment that she's. Wait, let me finish for the listening audience because they can't see this. So here's your ticket to work. You get to go. Here's some hearings. Guess what? You done made too much and you owe us. What?
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Okay, here's a question. Wait, here's to your question. Nate, you said, how do you get on? Man, I love my shop talkers. Depression and diabetes. Okay.
Mine was diabetes, arthritis.
Wait, what you got? Wait, Nick, I gotta hear him. What you got? Nate looking like, okay, depression and diabetes. And
hey, a couple more little Debbie's
and
a day.
Look,
if I up my dosage of Debbie's a day.
A mess.
I'm right in there, dog.
Stop it. Okay, Bill said 50 and older.
Nah, baby, I wasn't no 50.
So you got two. Wait, Nick. Wait. So you got 2 out of the 3.
I got 3 out of 3. Well, my little Debbie dosage a day. I can get that. I'm 2 and a possible.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, go ahead, Nick. What'd you say?
Yeah, I wasn't no 50, but yeah, mine was because of health problems, but they tried to give me a problem about that, but I had a lot. I was very sick. I couldn't work anymore, so that's how I got mine, and I was way under 50 when I got it, so no. But as far as the ticket to work and how much you owe, baby, all you got to do is, especially if you're not working, file for a hardship. You're not working because you had an accident. So therefore, file for a hardship, and any type of bill that you got that totals $24,000 or more, baby, when you file for that waiver of overpayment, make sure you take every bill you got. Even if it's $24,001, if it's $1 over, take it. This is my hardship. I'm not working. I got into an accident. I can't afford to pay y'all nothing. Even if y'all give me money, I can't afford for y'all to take. Baby, waiver of overpayment, and then make sure you get every bill that you have. Any bill.
Hey, Mel.
Yes.
Run Nick's number down on the bottom.
Look, yes.
Inbox me. Inbox me.
Okay, then. We need you as a caseworker. Hurry up and go apply so you could be the caseworker.
That's it. Shoot.
Look.
I got you. Yeah, baby. They try not to let people know about that. They really do. They try not to let people know about that, but these are all of our rights. We're allowed to do this because, number one, that is our money that we are getting. So how are you going to make me pay back what you done already took out of my check that I worked for? Baby, they tried, but I'm here to help you.
Well, Nate the Agitator,
hit me up.
There go your answer. And here's the thing. I'm looking at the diagnosis. So you have diabetes, depression, emphysema, degenerative disc disease. There are so many different things that are out there that will qualify you for SSI and disability. If you want to be on that check.
Road rage on that list.
What? Wait, what? Oh, he is. Nate the Agitator said he is.
Road rage. I was like, well, dang, I should have got it a long time ago.
I have found.
I had diabetes.
Would you say? Wait. Would you say, Nate? You found the ticket.
But see, then they gonna catch me on my motorcycle and they'll be like, "Hey, that mean
yeah." Listen, I think a whole lot of people with
you got to be kidding.
All listen. But here's the thing, real talk. Even though this is a serious topic and on serious note, you have so many different things that you can qualify for. And then when there's someone who truly cannot do, you deny them. And it goes back to what Nate was saying, like at the beginning, you know, of this particular topic. It was like, oh, I didn't get my trophy. Here we go. I got a problem. Let me, you know, back to the 50 Cent thing. So shout out to 50. Look, for bringing this up and bringing this out. And some people feel like, I'm a fan of his honesty. I'm a fan of his non-muzzle. He refused. Yeah, but he's refusing to allow people to put a muzzle on him because it is not the popular topic. Or, oh, guess what? The masses don't agree. He like, forget you. Kind of like Dave Chappelle. That's why I like Dave Chappelle. Y'all not going to shut me up. Almost back to what we were saying with P. Diddy.
Cat Williams.
Right. But Cat didn't have the same issues as like those people. They kind of had some issues where the people felt like they were being discriminated against. And then they called 50 a bully, which that was like an issue. No, you're not going to put a muzzle on me. And guess what? Right now, while we have freedom of speech, speak. Instead of waiting, because like P. Diddy, they're like, oh, well, how come he out here water rafting? Is he supposed to sit down before the government, air quotes for the listening audience, tell him to sit down? Like, that makes no sense to me. Say what you want to say, feel how you want to feel, and you always have the option to change the channel. And if you don't like it, what is it? Hey, listen, for the listening audience and for our people that's viewing, type it in. What's the saying? If was a fifth,
we'd all be drunk.
Yeah, certain things, me as a black man, I can't believe. I can't believe Diddy's going to jail.
Okay.
I can't believe Epstein is dead. I can't believe Bin Laden is dead. And I can't believe that the 911 wasn't an inside job. So call me unpopular. I just can't believe those things.
You can't believe that 911 wasn't an inside job?
Wasn't an inside job. COVID. Come on now. We know COVID.
I want you on that one.
Population control that got out of control.
I'm with Nick too.
What's your thoughts on COVID? Tell me.
That was population control that actually got out of control because they knew. Even when our president was
air quotes for the they listening audience. Go ahead.
Even when our president was president, when Orange Julius came, he was given the briefing. So they had been suffering with it overseas. And it started coming over this way. Then he wanted to say it was the China man. They knew it was population control that got out of control. They didn't expect for it to take out as many people as it did.
I.e. AIDS. Remember that?
Thank you. Because for one, coronavirus been around for years. If you remember being little in the Lysol bottle, and it tells you what
COVID-19.
That was that concentrated Lysol back then.
Exactly, and it told you everything that the Lysol would kill. Coronavirus was one of the things. So therefore, coronavirus been around. You just want to put a COVID-19 on it because it's a certain variant, but it's been around.
Sorry.
That was population control. Sorry, not sorry.
You want to add to that?
No, she's absolutely.
I know, like what was that? Excuse me.
He vomited in his mouth. Oh. Somebody get him some water. Rinse that.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
All right. Did you all see Tyler Perry's new movie, Divorce in the Black?
I seen it.
No.
I seen a snippet of it.
The beginning? You saw the beginning?
Snippet?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's the beginning. Baby, the way I hollered on the beginning of that movie. And so I want to talk about that part of it. I'm not going to give it away for those of you who didn't see. But I want to say this. People need to, at the beginning of the Tyler Perry movie, the pastor is up there and he's talking about the deceased. Do you think more pastors should tell the actual truth about the deceased or speak good about the deceased if there is any, instead of speaking the truth about the deceased? How often have you been somewhere where somebody has been been in a service and you be like, I don't know that person, that pastor eulogizing?
Well, I mean, the difference is we have church homes. Pastor knew us growing up. We used to sing in the choir now, so he knows something good about you. You ain't just going to your grandma's church saying, yeah, my grandson, I need you to do his burial. And he's sitting here reading the newspapers, and he don't know this child. We used to have culture. We used to have history with the church.
But this
pastor that buried you was a pastor that knew you, that you sat in church.
This pastor knew him. This pastor knew him and spoke about him and said he died because he robbed one of the members in the church and she shot him dead.
That's a little extreme, especially if people knew. You know what I mean? Like,
but for real, they be like, anybody want to speak?
Tell the truth, yes.
Do you want the truth told at the services or some snow stuff like I'm in attendance? So should the truth be told?
Because anybody that knows that individual, they knew how they were. They don't need to be reminded of that because at the end of the day, that's still your loved one.
That's like, your legacy. That's their legacy, though. So if they change,
that's why you need to be mindful of what you do when you living because that is the legacy you leaving behind.
Listen here, I say that'll bring more people to the body of Christ. Like, oh man, I don't want mine told like that.
Yeah, that's true, and maybe that's why a lot of them do it. But see, a
lot of them don't. They be sitting there. They be sitting there making up stuff. But what I want to hear, Nate. Go ahead. What you say, Nate?
I don't remember.
Okay,
continue.
Go ahead.
No, I said when my father died, his best friend, my mom asked one of his best friends, which is the pastor that knew him and ran with him when they were younger, to do the eulogy. But my brother got up, you asked for people to speak, and my brother got up. And my brother focused more so on my mom and my mom's wifely duties. And somebody had taped it, but we couldn't find who did. They lost the video or whatever. But my brother actually, he did the eulogy. And when the best friend got up, he was like, I don't even have to speak anymore because this young man.
Yes, but we got to stay. The topic is on this section is, do you tell the truth about an individual that passes away? Because well, that's your situation. But I'm saying as far as like this on the Tyler Perry, where the guy actually told his bad, what he knew.
It depends on what the truth is. It really is.
So you think, but shouldn't the pastor be telling like?
It's a touchy subject. It's a touchy subject. I mean,
because the severity of it's already, especially if it's newsworthy how you died, it's already going to be a smear campaign.
Well, then are you side eyeing the pastor? Like this guy up here lying. Who's that?
No. Well, I mean, shoot, in this day and age, sometimes it's dangerous to go to funerals because I mean, retribution is coming from the dude you owe $2 to.
But I'm saying the pastor. Let's stay on.
Yeah, well, the pastor. The pastor
ain't exempt from a bullet.
No, the pastor. The pastor. A pastor needs to say something good about the individual or speak the truth.
Keep it balanced and fair.
Right.
CNN News.
Or just don't do it.
I ain't gonna say don't do it. Just like you said, balanced and fair, because nowadays people's mental state, and you can have a family member that, you know how some people are about their family. They know the things that they've done, but in their eyes, they do no wrong, even though they've done. And the mental state of that person, like you said, people come to funerals packing. The pastor get up there to say the truth and then get shot. Like, you never know.
So it's okay for the pastor to lie to stay alive, or just don't do it?
No, ain't nobody say lie.
Because that's what it would be. Because if you watch that, that's when the mother was like, told the daughter, I thought you said he was going to say something good about my boy. So then she told her sons to get the body.
Not the casket.
No, she was like, she said, not the casket, the body. And she had her son, she's like, we don't need nothing that y'all have. And had her sons carry the body out to church. Now, I was the person on the back row, on the left-hand side, like, what? Listen, right. Laughing. I was laughing. But that son, he had some issues. And you guys, if you watch it, it ended up being really good. Now, I will say this. It was definitely a Tyler Perry movie.
Hey, go support Tyler.
It was definitely a Tyler Perry movie. So you could kind of guess and see what was going on. But there's some twists and turns, and there's some intricate parts in there that really need to be heard. And it brings us back to as far as like, if you need to get a check or not. But she saw, somebody saw the good in this person, and then they end up going back to their normal ways. So check that out. Divorce in the Black. It was good.
Go
One thing I'm
support
gonna say
Tyler
about
Perry.
Mr. Tyler, he gonna bring the truth about a lot of stuff that people, when they do movies, they want to do the little fantasy and like the Cosby type thing. Nah, he gonna let you know what it is in families that a lot of people don't know.
Okay, let me say this. The Cosby family, see, you said the fantasy.
It wasn't a fantasy.
It wasn't. It was not a fantasy, because I know people that live like that. And see, that's where the problem is at. Yeah, that's where the problem is at, because everybody shares their experiences. And what I've noticed with Tyler Perry's movies, the way that they are, it's always a woman getting back at somebody that's abusing her. That's why I said a Tyler Perry movie. And I think I read somewhere where I think his mom was like abused or something like that. So his movies is his experience. And then when you say the Cosby Show, and that was the college background, that's an experience that I can say I've experienced. So it's like, okay, and then seeing people, okay, 2-family household, both parents successful, having your regular child problems that you have, and everybody's going to college. That right there was a no-brainer. Like, what are you doing after you graduate? Oh, you going to college.
That's my norm.
Right.
Some of it was my norm to an extent. But
yeah, so to say that, that's like,
it's all in your diet.
It's all in your upbringing, and everybody's experience are just that, their experiences. And I learned when Shimmy told me at a show a while back, 2019, November 30th, when he was like, Mel, I was like, I thought everybody had the same upbringing as I did. He was like,
you green.
He called me green. And I was, because I thought that. I had no idea people I went to school with was being molested, because all you know is your experience. And I was like, wait, what? And then after you see a movie, you be like, oh my goodness, that's terrible. They was like, oh, I went through that.
Actually, right.
Huh?
Somebody actually went through that.
And here's the sad part about it. Honestly, I'm not even going to say sad. I'm going to say resilient, because those people that went through that, I never knew. So the mask was worn, and it was like, wow. You feel bad about it. And that's another reason why I don't sit, I like to sit in the balcony, because I empathize with a lot of people that I will miss the message because I'm wondering, oh, do they have food today? Oh, you know what I mean? That's just how I am.
I remember you saying that before. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be like, are they okay? Like, let me help them. You want to help the world,
The motherly instinct.
Right, girl. I ain't even had, look, it took me a while to have children, but it does. It's just like, I just want people to be happy and okay. And I thought that everybody was happy and had no idea. And a cousin of mine told me the one time, which was really interesting, because we used to play school, and then we ended up working in the school together, which was amazing. And when she shared with me that she used to go to bed hungry, I was outdone. And not only did she share that, I was like, I would have never known. A lot of people weren't allowed at their house. And she said,
and that's why.
But guess what she told me? That is exactly, because she told me, she said, you were allowed at our house because you never asked for anything. I just wanted to play. And I was like, huh? Like, but you were taught, you don't go to folks' house and ask them for stuff. But I wasn't hungry. But there's people out there that were. Go ahead.
I same thing. I have friends of mine that always come over my house because my mom always made a big pot of rice that was on the stove, and they could come over to my house and eat. I didn't know that they were going through. I didn't know their vision, because I found out that I was different in high school when Sinbad came out, and I thought Sinbad was funny, and no one else did.
I thought Sinbad was funny too.
Yeah,
Sinbad was talking to us about what we go through, and they thought he was corny. Everybody else thought he was corny. I'm like, what? Sinbad is hilarious.
Yes,
he was hilarious. But no one else seemed him funny because he was talking to us, Mel. He was talking to us.
So we could relate.
We could relate. And no one else could.
My mother, a lot of people still talk about my mom's spaghetti. And my neighbors be talking about her Kool-Aid. Your mom made sandwiches.
So she fed the community.
Yeah.
And that's That's awesome. I don't want to cut you off, but I want Pastor responded to what we were talking about prior. Once someone is dead, their past negatives do not need to be shared. Life is life and death is death. You preach a eulogy on life and death biblically without specific details. Eulogy is more about the life after death. Keep the main thing the main thing. Okay. I'm like, a minister is talking like, boom, I know him.
Right, exactly.
So, okay.
So
but listen, that's why I wasn't called to be a minister.
Me neither. And everybody in my family say I am. I'm like, no,
Listen,
I'm not.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been.
I know me.
You been what?
I know me.
Fighting that calling for years, and I know I need to stop running. But
Nick, you ain't gonna be the cussing pastor. Remember the cussing pastor that was on here?
No. And that is why I've been running, because I know I've been doing stuff.
Some change.
I respect the cussing
I've been
pastor.
told by several days.
Nate, what you say? You respect the cussing pastor?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll go to his church and you don't. That's all it works.
Okay.
But I mean,
exactly.
My parents, my grandparents, everybody, you should be a pastor. I'm like, no.
Now, why do you respect the cussing pastor?
Because he's listen, speaking in tongues is speaking in tongues. I take it as, Mel, yo, bop, we doing this. She don't have to understand what I'm saying, but someone does. So he cussing and relating to people that relate to him. He's speaking in a tongue. Now, it might not be biblically speaking in tongue, but how
But is that scripture? You cannot curse? Huh? You can't cuss people out? Is that scripture?
Hey, if you put a couple know what I'm sayings in your pastor thing, you relate to me. Know what I'm saying? Know I mean. You know what I mean? And then Jesus, y'all I mean, see what I'm saying? Now I'm like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Amen.
You know, Nick is like that though. Nick says, she was like, yeah, yeah, that's hers. And you be like, yeah, what? But if you know her, because I know her, so I know she'll be having a subject. She'll be like, yeah, because every time I turn around, I know she gonna have a Mickey, yeah. And nobody else will know what she's talking about.
No, but she'll know because I'm
right.
She'll know.
But the people at her church would be like, "Boy, Nikki was preaching today."
Because she said, "Yeah, we know what she's talking about, but other people may not." So you're right. That's speaking in a tongue.
That's speaking a tongue. So this dude is cussing, and he got these thugs on the corner like, "Yeah, and shit, and this, that, and other." Like Jesus and shit.
Bind the devil in the name of Jesus. We ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm about to throw Bishop T.D. Jakes in your body like the Nutty Professor. Jesus is. What'd you say, Nick?
But
have you ever been swallowed?
Oh, come and God bless and good night.
The chain. So when you let's segue over and to the next question. Where is a good place to meet a mate? Church, they had church up there, way up there. It was They had 5 and church was way up top. It was like number 2, I want to say. Do you agree or disagree? Is church?
Yes.
Church is a good place to meet your mate?
The best place for me, you know, if that was the case, would be like a Jill Scott, Erykah Badu concert.
A concert?
Or a Frankie Beverly concert. Yeah, because they bring out a certain type of person. Frankie Beverly and Jill Scott and India Arie brings out a certain type of woman.
Well, okay, those are neo souls except Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Okay.
So with that genre, you think what? It just opens you up to be free?
No. If I'm fishing, I'm going to the hole. I don't want catfish, so I don't want to go fish over there. Okay. I'm not going to the little boozy woozy 2 little dudes, whippity dudes concert, because those fish I don't want to catch. But if I went to a Jill Scott concert or a Erykah Badu, she brings the fish that I want to catch.
Okay.
So it's all about hunting, huh? Yeah, Sexy Red ain't gonna Sexy Red ain't gonna be headlining from Frankie Beverly is Sexy Red.
What's your name? Lotto?
Yeah. I don't want to fish in those ponds.
Ice Spice?
Yeah,
Now,
none of those ponds.
that's interesting. So if you saw somebody that's 50 at a Sexy Red reciting all the words, or not even at a concert, just out, and then the song come on and she know all the words, that's a no-go?
Immediately. That is a... Man, Rihanna, I think... You know what? Never mind. I don't care how fine you is. If you start singing that Sexy Red stuff and twerking to it, nah.
Listen, a lot of the beats that some of these songs catch me, but when I listen to the words, I'm going, what?
The beats don't even
I'm
catch
not
me.
going to sing the words, but I'll dance because if the beat is catchy, I'm going to dance. But sing the words, especially when you listen to them, you're like, what the heck I just said?
Yeah, there's certain limits. So there's certain limits, and I get the beat. No. Let me say this. I get the beat. What they say, the rhythm is going to get you. Who's that? Gloria Estefan?
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So the rhythm gets you, and then once I hear the words, I ain't about to dance to that. I'll sit down. But I don't.
The beat don't even get me anymore.
Okay.
It's all drum. If there's not a dude on the bass doing this shit, that's a live instrument. If there's not a live instrument in it,
You're not interested.
You can't sit here and put a drum machine on and me think that's music. I'm not built that way. If I don't hear a live instrument in anything you got to say, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
That's why I'm a big George Clinton P-Funk. Them dudes up there.
Live interest. True talent. So true talent. Okay. So Nick, now you say church is a good one though? Church is a good place?
It's a hunting ground though. It's a hunting ground.
You got your Reverend Tupacs up in there.
Yeah, it ain't about the Reverend. It's about
No, I'm just saying those that sit there wanting, your pimp and praise.
Listen, the dudes go there because also all the fish is gathering. Ooh, let me go here and just wear a suit and look there because y'all sitting there hungry. You drop any type of bait in a church, and the pastor say, and we got fine gentlemen here for you women that's looking for a husband, and all I do is sit there and like, church is preyed upon. Be like, yo, Leroy, Tyrone, you just had that on the club. No, man. Them girls are crazy. I'm fine.
Those your pimp and praises. Those your pimp and praise.
My parents met in church.
Okay, so that's it. Well, what about you? You today, Nick the Voice, you going to the church to meet a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually met one. I didn't meet him in church, but yeah.
Well, we talking about you. Come on, you got to stay on the task. So I want to read this. I want to read this comment. I want to read this one. If you are not a Christian, you're not going to meet people in church. Okay, single black women are preyed on. That would be a PREY. That's what I'm gonna say. But while we are PRAYing for a good Christian man.
Mm-hmm. All I got to do is sit there and read the book, act like I'm reading. And you say the book of Jeremiah. I say, oh. Got my glasses on.
Or if, you know what though, I got to say this. There's some truth to that because you'll have some women that are there. You have the new guy coming into church. He come up front, get saved, walk there, like turn his life over to Christ. And boom. Everybody looking like, ooh, look at him.
I don't mean to let this one out the bag, but that's play 736 in the playbook. You know what I mean? If you go to
that's terrible.
You will see that right
remember
there.
Remember that pastor, that single fine pastor that we had on the show a couple years ago, out of Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Where is he at?
Married with children.
That's all I want to know.
Married with children. But you know what he did say? He did say that most of his congregation, he said most of his congregation was all females. He said it was a lot of females because they were trying to go after the pastor. That's sad.
Ma'am, didn't I tell you churches made for women? Didn't I tell you that?
He got married?
Yes, he's married.
He don't want your... But yeah,
look, her edited part of the show. The part.
But at the time I was married.
He got married. Nice looking guy. He got married.
Churches are made for women. That's why most women go to churches and a lot of men don't. because they're set up for women. I'm going to tell you about your feelings and what everything you want to do. I'm going to tell you it's going to be all right, this, that, and other. And I'm like, well, how, Pastor, as a man, well, how are we going to do this, Pastor? I don't know. Somebody told me. And women be like, yes.
Nobody told they reading the word. And then a woman wants a leader. So let me go hear these good, positive words of affirmation to make you feel better. Like, hey, this makes me feel better. And then we leave church. And if we have somebody at home, what? Go ahead. How many times what?
How many times did the tray come around, though? You can hear a
Once.
good word. I'll give you a good word if I can pass the tray 3 times. You know my harlot fund. This one is for the harlot fund, the beloved harlot fund.
See, it only comes around once for me.
Yeah, all the churches I've been to.
I think that's why. But you know what? I do understand your point, and I want to go into that before I got cut off. Nate has said some time ago when he was talking about churches for women, he was saying that we'll go to church, we'll come home and tell him what the pastor said. And he's like, can't no other man run my household. And that's why.
The pastor say he was sending money for this water bill that you anoint yourself with every 3 days, every 3 hours. Oh, he ain't say that? Oh, well, he ain't really said nothing to me. He told you can do better. He told you a blessing was coming. Let me guess. I wasn't there, but he told you your blessing was coming. He told you can do better, and he told you this. How did I know that? I told you the same thing, but you wouldn't listen to me.
But here's the thing, though. Why don't y'all go with your mate?
Because it's a style show. In the past, listen. Have you ever went to like any?
It's a style show. Wait, you ain't about to stop that. It's a style show. Elaborate.
I'm here. Watch this. I'm here with my husband, my man, and you ain't got a man, Mel. I'm here, and we here as a big family. It's a stunt for a woman.
Oh, okay. So we sporting you.
Yeah. Amongst the other women, the single women in the congregation. It ain't. Listen, churches. Church does some good. But, I mean, you got to look at... Now, here, I'm going to ruin it for you because it's ruined for me. I went to, I don't know what it was, but it was a couple pastors getting up. And each pastor got up and they said what they had to say. But it looked like a rap battle to me. And Jesus, Pastor Mike, and like he said in the book of such and such, I'm like, these dudes are rap battling. These dudes is rap battling. And I'm just like, oh.
So that's what you saw. That's pretty good. Because if this was, okay, this is a rap battle. Oh, who doing better?
It's a rap battle.
Okay.
They read their book, they get a couple lines, tell a story, and they pass the mic. And I'm like, man, these dudes are rap battling. I know it was at a funeral. It was at a funeral. And I know whose funeral it was. And I'm like, these dudes is rap battling at this funeral.
That's good that you mentioned that, and that was what you saw through your lens.
Yeah.
You cannot be the only one. You can't be the only one that thinks that. Wow.
No. But I mean, a lot of people, it's not popular to say. You know, I have Christian values. I was raised Baptist and this, that, and other. But I have a personal relationship with God. Because I know, Mel, if you go first, you ain't going to be like, come on, get Nate the heavenly hookup. I have to get on my own accord. And I can't depend on the church. I go to church for upliftment. And to learn another verse, and no, okay, I see that. But me depending on it, and this, that, and other, hey, I live my life at a certain, my foundation came from a church. Mm-hmm. But as I got older, I asked questions, and a man wants to see it. A woman wants to hear it. I want to see how did you make that million? You say, so you did that, and then you did that. Okay, thank you. Now I have it. You can't tell me, well, hey, if you get 3 friends and they get 3 friends, then we all. I'm like, I know how that works.
I agree with Nate, though. I have to see it. I can't. You can't tell, because I go to. And I know several pastors. You go to church and they up there preaching to you, telling you what you doing wrong and everything else, but then they turn around on their everyday life doing the same thing. So I'm the one. You can't only you're not going to just tell. You can't just tell me. I have to see you live.
Well, this
like the truth telling me that I need to live.
So let me ask you this. So if you saw a pastor drinking or buying a drink, would you have a different view of that pastor?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, but what about you? No, I want to know the truth, Nick. What about you?
I kind of would. Like,
okay,
you just got through last Sunday telling me that I don't have no business in the bar drinking, and then I'm seeing you this weekend, you in the bar drinking.
See, that's really interesting because remember, Jesus turned the party up. Remember the reception?
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
the story.
Did Jesus
So,
tell everybody
they said don't get drunk. It said don't get drunk. Now, me, the non-drinker, speaking on that. Go ahead. What you got?
I'm a non-drinker. I'm a non-drinker too, but here's the difference. And I learned this not long ago.
No, go ahead.
There's a difference in sin. I can go to a crack house because I don't do crack. It's not a sin for me to be in that crack house because it doesn't come between the relationship that I have with God. Now, if you're a drunk and you're at the bar drinking, it's a sin because it's coming in between you and God. Now, if I go there and have a drink, I'm just there having a drink. Is it a bar? And guess what? God, he moseyed amongst us. He was down here on Fifth, you know what I mean? Pimping and prostituting. He said, hey, listen, don't do that. He told us, but he came to us. So him in the bar having a drink, if it doesn't come in between him and his relationship with God, I ain't got no problem with that. He's human. And the one that was perfect, they messed up pretty damn bad. Y'all know about that one. Everybody know about that one. He was the only one that was perfect, and he got messed up. So if a man, like me going to, I don't know, pick anything. If it's not a sin for me, if it's not something that I'm addicted to, it's not a sin. I can stay in a crack house all day long. And what am I going to do? Look at these crazy people. If another VCR come in here, this, that, and other, it's not going to come in between my
Listen, if another VCR come in, let me get that.
Beta.
Let me cop that.
You need that beta? I got a couple betas left.
Because I got some VHSs still around here I like to view.
Right. Right. But so a pastor drinking, a pastor coming out to the club playing basketball, I love that. I love that because he's human.
Amongst the people. Well, and it does say, see, there are people, Nick represent some of the population, and Nate represents some of the population. My thing is, if you see somebody out in the streets or where you deem they should not be, which means you're judgmental, and there's all of us are to a certain extent. That how do you know that they're not ministering to them? You don't. A lie. Let me tell you, a lie causes a lot of problems because you like, okay, I can see it. Both of y'all said, I can see it. Well, show me so I can see. When we were talking about that, you can tell me,
pastor, and I say,
wait, no. I understand that, but you can tell me. You can tell me, okay, I get through this because of A, B, C, and D. Like you said, how to get rich, this person, that person. I do watch as well because in my mind, when you tell me, but I take into consideration what people tell me, I do. And I know that they're not lying because they're getting a fair shake. This is, you have no reason to lie to me. I'm going to listen to what you say. And then the thought, because why is always it. Well, why aren't you rich? You're telling me, watch this. You're telling me how to get a husband, but you've never been married.
Oh, my favorite. God told me to tell you. I'm like, yo, I just talked to him. I was just talking to him. He could have told me this. Well, God told me to tell you, Nick. I'm going to come lay hands on you. Ain't nobody else going to be there.
There's your Reverend Tupac's. Anybody else going to be there? Let me go with Monica's comment. She said, no, I wouldn't view the pastor differently because at the end of the day, the pastor is a man and maybe it's a non-alcoholic drink and they go through stuff in their everyday lives like everyone else.
Maybe he got a sip of the cognac. Maybe he need a sip of the cognac. Maybe it just takes him to that place where he can see scripture more. It's called spirits. So let him get some cognac. Let him get some E&J. You know, Thunderbird always got me right.
Don't tell me I shouldn't be at that water hole drinking a sip of cognac if you gonna go at that water hole drinking. But you know what? I call her my grandmother, but it's my cousin's grandmother. That's how she brought a lot of people to church. She went to bars, she didn't drink, but she would go pick people up out the bars and bring them to church. And a lot of people would attest to that when they came to her funeral. It wasn't for Mother Ford, you know.
Coming into jitsos that time, coming into jitsos and telling me, after that drink, follow me.
You know what, though? Real talk, I am not trying to be funny, but I know some pastors that has since gone on, and it's not singular. I said plural, pastors who were alcoholics and turned their whole life around and became pastors.
Hey, I can always relate to a man who's been through it. Because when he can man.
He was in jail.
They
let him out early.
Yeah, and that's why a redeeming soul. I can listen to it.
He was one of the biggest drug dealers where he's from, and his wife, she tells everybody, this is their testimony, so I'm not telling anybody's business. This is what they tell people. He was in jail. He was doing a bid for drugs. She was holding the family down, and she was out there prostituting. And she tells everybody she is now an evangelist, and he's the pastor, and they are awesome. The pastor.
I would go visit them. He's like, no, you take 2 ounces of water, you warm it to 350, and then
bind the devil. I ain't letting you do that. Nope. Okay, so bind the devil. Nope, I ain't gonna let you do it. Nope, can't do it. You already know, bind the devil to the pits of hell in the name of Jesus.
Yeah. So
okay, now let me go to the next. Health and fitness clubs.
Yeah.
I'm not into health and fit, so I don't want no girl that's serving me broccoli every night. Talking about
See, that's where
gym buff, then that's where a lot of people meet.
She's not attractive to me.
She's not attractive to you? That hard body is not attractive to you?
This is a delicate ecosystem of hot grease and sugar. And if she can't get with that, she ain't the woman for me.
Now, you know what? That can pose an issue. All right, coffee shop.
Yeah, I see that.
A coffee shop? You remember what I said. Go ahead, Nick. What you got?
That's the best way to learn a person is get them hyped up on some caffeine.
I really like... I really like the way you smile.
Nick, do you remember dude that came and got that? He was hyped to see Rugal, and then he said he wanted his coffee.
You was like, I'm going to need you to calm down. Like, in the middle of the show, I'm going to need you to calm that down. Because he was off the track. We were looking at him. He was bouncing off the walls in the studio.
Because y'all know, because we used to live studio audience, people could come in and boom, just kick it, because that's what I love. That is so funny.
Needless to say, he was not invited back.
At all. Baby, when you say a coffee shop, that coffee, he was like, I'll take it black. Well, that was some coffee. It was off the chain. It was like, oh, you got to sit down there. He was so hype. He had so much caffeine and jitters, and that all of us was like, and I'm like this, watching. I like, no, gotta go. Okay, so we got the church, we got the fitness club, the coffee shop. Now, 5K runs.
No. See, I gotta catch up with you to get your number.
No. Who's doing that? No.
Okay, and the last one, sporting events.
I can see that.
Now, for a female, for a sporting event, I can see that if you're looking for a dude. Because I already shared with y'all some shows ago, we choose you. We've seen you. Now we have to put ourselves in position so that you see us. And then it's I seen you again? But like I keep, that's devious.
Such deviousness. Punch the pearls. I never. Oh my God.
Okay, Monica added the amusement park. I told you I was going to tell you out of 5.
When we was younger, definitely the amusement park.
Listen, I just last Saturday, I took my mom and my aunt to Kennywood after the show. I got on a couple rides. Now, my youngest grandson, the one that just could barely fit on the ride, he's sitting there trying to get on. He wanted to ride everything. My older grandson was like, nah, man, I'll meet you by the exit. He wasn't doing nothing. But that amusement park, I walked it. Yeah, I had a good time at Kennywood. I really did.
Okay.
Now, wasn't he just complaining before the show?
Yeah.
What was that yesterday? That was last one. Talk about yesterday. Wasn't that last week? He was like,
Wait, that's what I said. Last Saturday. I was complaining. I'm like, these old women ain't gonna ride. But my mom got on a couple things with me. But seeing my grandkids and their great grandmother do stuff together is priceless. Those pictures will ever be. Can you hear me?
So that complaint has turned around now? Say that again, sir? Because you was complaining real bad last week. Say that again in my good ear.
My mama watch. You can't tell her that I was complaining about what she said.
Mama, he was complaining. Auntie,
Like, I gotta take these old people out here. That is so funny.
Listen, so when I ain't available next week, it's because I got a whooping, and my mama still whoop me, and I'm still scared of that woman. So y'all, no, your mama's so nice. I said, yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk. So the sporting events. You said yes, Nate. I see Cornell said yes.
Yeah.
Nick, you say yes to a sporting event?
I'll say yes if you're the type that gets into sports. I mean, I'll go to it.
But to meet, see, here's the thing. We got to remember what it's for.
I ain't talking to you.
We're talking about what it's for. So to go meet someone, a sporting event.
Yeah, because that's where all the men gonna be at, baby.
Okay, so do you? Now I didn't say that you liked sports.
Right.
As a man, you meet someone at a sports event after I done gave you the 411 that we just positioning ourselves so you see us.
That's the same way. Same way with me and the Erykah Badu concert. Erykah got 2 songs that are like Yayo,
Love of My Life,
Window Seat, and Love of My Life. Okay, but I'm gonna go there because I know that's where the fish are that I'm looking to catch.
Okay,
like you coming to a hockey game because this dude like hockey. It's the same thing. Yeah.
Real men.
Real men.
I don't like sports, but I'll catch you at a sporting event.
But when I took Mel, when I met Mel at the football game, and she was like traveling, I was like, come on, Mel. Tweet, he's traveling. I'm like, Mel, I know why you're here now.
You're here just for that. Yeah, we know. You're here to see who.
Yeah. Traveling.
Yo, but crazy. Now, are you attracted? Are men? Let me say this for the guys that's over there that's viewing, and for the listening audience, if you want in on the conversation, feel free to do so at 619-902-2287. Are you attracted to females who may actually be into sports?
Mm-hmm. It's a plus.
It's a plus.
It's something that we can do together, unless you a Browns fan.
Okay.
Yeah. But those are the people that are diehard committed.
Are you willing to go out of your way to a place that you may be uncomfortable to meet a female?
Mm-hmm. If she's that dude. If she's that dude. Well, you know what I'm saying. If she's the one.
Okay.
If I feel she's the one, you'll go out your comfort zone.
Okay.
Especially if she got that turd cutter that's just fitting her hip. I mean, let me quit.
Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, you are willing to go out of your comfort zone for the one, because
Is it okay? So there must be some truth to the saying that men do not need to lie to women because if they like you enough, they'll lie to themselves.
They'll lie to themselves. And it's always safer for a man to deal with a woman that likes him, not the one he likes. Don't go with the one you like. Go with the one that likes you.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes.
Why not go with the one you... So is that how a lot of fine brothers with toeback chicks, and some fine chicks is with a toeback brother? Because I thought that she was with the toeback brother because he puts it down.
I don't know from the woman's aspect. From a man's aspect, a woman that likes and adores you is more willing to compromise with you, more willing to follow your lead, more willing to give you peace. The woman that you like, you'll always chase. And I can't be a leader if I got to keep chasing you. And here's the grassroots, the Captain Caveman of it. A woman that you like won't fall into place.
Listen. Silence. You felt it? I felt the eye blink. Like.
Yeah. I think that I've agitated amply. Can I get a whoa Nate in the comment? I ain't seen the names right today. I can't really read because I'm on my phone. I'm on my boy's house, and I'm shocked I got internet out here.
I'm glad you do. Wait, you said, can you get... Okay. All right. Let's give him what he wants.
Yeah, anybody saying Nate's right?
I'll agree with it just a little bit, especially the past couple months. there's certain things that I've been.
Let me get the edit ready.
Yeah.
So,
For the commercial.
Commercial.
I'm just saying, the past couple months, there's certain things that I have been rethinking. So
I'm going to tell you something else.
Tell me. I want to know. Tell me.
I'm going to tell you, Mel, because you will listen. Men hate when women get on social media and leave those loaded messages. We hate that.
What's a loaded? Wait a minute. What's a loaded message? Because here's the thing: something can be up there and it don't have nothing to do with you.
But guess what? Most of the time it does. It's amazing how we were talking about tomato plants, and now you got a biblical scripture talking about I'm sick of tomato plants and this, that, and other. But it ain't got nothing to do with me or nothing.
And here's the post. Here's the post. I don't eat tomatoes.
Yeah. So, I mean, and plus, we talked about it offline or whatever the case may be.
Excuse me.
No, I was talking to Mel. I was just talking to Mel. I thought you were muted.
Go ahead. Let her have a piece.
With Nick, he posted crazy. Nick been posted crazy stuff for years on her page, so it don't necessarily have to be about you. But then again, you get told about yourself where you cut up. If you cut up and do something on Facebook, you gonna get told about it on Facebook.
Really?
You see, she put a little extra neck in that one, Mel.
Exactly.
You see, a little extra neck. She put a little extra neck in it. That
saying.
bulb up top was dancing, wasn't it?
I'm just saying. But a lot of times I put stuff, if I see something that somebody posts that I like, I share it. Or I might think of something crazy. And I've been doing that. So it don't necessarily have to be about you. My thing is, if you are feeling guilty, of course you're going to think it's about you. If you know you've done something to somebody, and now, because if you go back, you see a lot of my posts, and they're all basically the same, or I'll share the same thing, or I'll just say something, whatever comes to my mind. Y'all know I ain't got no filter, so if it comes to my mind, now, if it just happened to coincide about what's going on, then that's you feeling guilty.
Okay, wait. I got it. I have to intervene. So, Nate, you didn't say that to her. You actually said what men don't like. Okay, that's what I'm sitting there. I'm like, how did we get to Nate?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Everyone has a friend. Everyone has a friend.
Go ahead. Everybody has a friend.
Everyone has a friend that you can look at their Facebook page and see what's going on in their house.
Facts.
In my house.
Yeah.
Whoa, no. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You keep saying you.
We're saying everyone has a friend.
Everyone. We're talking generally. Where's Bill at? Where's Bill at? Bill, where's your edit? We need Bill to hit the edit exclamation.
Bart, that's the hit dog.
The hit dog.
Listen.
The hit dog. It's early, and it's really early, and that could have been a direct text. No, you get told about yourself where you cut up.
But guess what? Everyone has somebody that they can look on their friend's page and know when they're going through something.
Now, I will say this, Nate. There is some truth to that because I get along better with men where they'll watch somebody. If it's somebody that they're interested in, they go to their page just like the cops. Look, just like the cops, they're going to go to their Facebook page and see the things that they post. Because, real talk, the things that we post, 9 times out of 10, that's our personality. It shows your personality in what you post. Yes, it's like, this person likes that, this person likes that, blah, 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 blah. If there's somebody that's on some straight ignorant stuff, like, oh, man, ghetto, hood, ratchet, have that in their mind. If somebody have funny posts, funny, we know. So you learn the person by what they post. Not all the time, though, because there are people who post.
I'm going to venture and say all the time.
Are you?
I'll give it 90%. I would venture because that's who you are.
Now,
I listen to Charleston White.
Yes.
I can't argue with that dude.
Sometimes I can't.
Like him. But guess what? I like him and I post him. I don't.
So we know you are that guy.
But I can relate. And what he posts, you can see that in me. We, you know, some things we were like, yeah, and a couple times I didn't, wait, took some of his stuff.
Okay,
you know,
but watch this.
Some of his stuff.
Now, I'll say that there's people that post a lot of things, and I'm going to say that speaking like with my page, my Shop Talk with Mel page.
Uh-huh.
It's a plethora of things.
That's not your personal page. That's a Shop Talk page. It's different. You ain't preferencing like, yeah, if you don't like me spending my money on daffodils, you should have bought them yourself. What?
That's so funny.
It always got 3 to 7 likes on it. That's all it get. It won't get a 10-piece. It won't get a 10-piece.
So y'all be looking at the likes too?
What, man? I'm like, you talking to somebody directly. And guess what? That somebody directly or someone close to him are the only people to comment on it. Because it's not a public forum. That's not a public conversation. I guarantee.
So that should be an inbox?
Huh?
So that should be inbox?
Because if it's public, and I say, I post some crazy stuff, but I get a whole bunch of people that like it. Do you know how many people cuss me out about my grits thing when I met my dude up in where I'm working up here?
Yeah, sugar.
That's the only
sugar. That's nasty.
But do you know I got over about 200 people say something? Now, if I say, you know what?
Every time I post that same thing, I get arguments.
But go ahead. But what was your example, Nate? Finish it for the listening audience. Come on, it's a show.
If there's other things that you're posting being direct to someone on social media, I'm not giving it 10 likes. It's under 10 likes. And it'll show you. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing around this girl because she'll put it out there on the internet.
Now, see.
And somebody
but you know what? Now, I'm glad you said that. Here's the thing. What are you doing that you are afraid of it being posted on Facebook?
It's my business. I'm smoking turkey necks in my background, and I told you about it. And I put my secret to my turkey neck casserole is I marinate my bath water for 3 weeks, and I put it in there with my greens.
And then I post. This ninja marinate his turkey in his bath water.
And guess what? And people put it together because they know that you always over at my house and we hang. So that's my business out on social media. So no matter what I'm doing, I don't want you doing that. It's social. And a lot of men are private. We're built that way. We don't tell everybody our story. We don't speak from a victim standpoint. So guess what we do? Back it up. And I'm telling you, if you got less than 10 likes on anything you post, you ain't doing nothing but talking to 3 to 4 people.
I'm private too.
Me, number one, number two.
And if I see
my page, as far as my page, I've been posting stuff.
Okay, but we talking generally. We ain't talking about you personally. Let's stop.
No, I know y'all.
No, because you are saying my. That's the difference. So there is no. You're saying my. Okay.
Well, how's that working out for you?
But listen, forget that. It's working out fine for her. She said. Now listen.
Okay.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of people who say, I'm private. You know, I don't want nobody to know about me. And then the guy feel like you running game or you with somebody else. Do we have to put... Now I need this clarified. No, for real. I need this clarified. Why do people put their relationship, who they in their relationship with, on social media? Why is that of importance?
It's a flex. It's a flex. For a guy, it gives him an assurance because you're showing me. I don't want to be the dude that took you out to Dubai and you got all the pictures yelling, you living your best life. Nigga, I paid for the flight in the hotel, but you living your best life. You better put me in the picture. It gives a guy an assurance. If you're going to post me and you ain't posted everybody else, I'm special. And a man needs to feel special because he has to get out here and go tame this dragon. So
what about the guy posting his?
Say it again.
The guy, because I know somebody in
a
relationship, and
the question.
They feel like they're,
What's the question? What's the question? What's the question?
Like, what about the guy not posting? Because you guys want to be posted, but
I can't speak for those because I don't see it from that angle. But well, I can say this. For me personal, it's not that important to me. I don't have to tell everyone, I love Mel. Look what I'm doing for Mel. It's really not in my case, a male thing for me. It's like, hey, listen, Mel, I'm making sure you're taken care of. This, that, and other. Just honor me and respect me. On your page, say, hey, I'm with Boo. He got me this. And I'll feel like, yeah. But that's you peeing on trees. Because then the jealous girlfriend is going to be like, oh, so I see you taking Mel all the way to Boardman now. Y'all eating at that same Dairy Queen or whatever it is. So it's a dual-edged sword. So it's a ninja is the most deadliest thing on the planet. But his power is he don't have to be. He still has the skill and the sword play, but he don't have to use it because it's ninja. I'm not messing with it. So if you have the power, you have to know how to wield your sword. So you putting direct comments and stuff that's going on in your household and stuff like that. Now you just swinging your sword. And another thing, mother, and stabbing everybody, bystanders, and everybody up here looking like, oh, Otis is in her at it again. He must have left the toilet seat up again. Yeah, because she pulled up the Bible scripture.
Well, that's what ends up happening because once you put that in there in a relationship with, and then you start posting stuff, we're in your house.
Because it's social. It's called social media.
And see, my thing is this. I'm not doing that. One, I don't even really know these people. If you know, then you need to know. It's a need to know basis, meaning like, okay, you see me out personally, so you see me. There you are. Why do I have to tell 10,000 people, 5,000 people, however many now, about I'm with this person? To me, that says I don't trust you. That's just me. Now, let me say why. Let me say why. The reason it says I don't trust you or other people, let me put it that way. Let's say that. Because I have to tell these strangers that I'm with you. So if my man happened to be in your inbox, no, he got a girl. No, that's something he need to be sharing. I'm not doing that. And if you at my house, if you are my immediate family or in my circle, you know. The end.
I can't argue. I'm not 100 with that, but I can't argue with it. I see your point.
And if a guy has a problem saying, how come you ain't put me on your page? Ninja, you too involved in social media for me. Like, I can't. I'd be like, you care about those people?
If you look at mine, I tell a lot of jokes and a lot of funny stuff and a lot of agitated
Now,
stuff.
if you're married,
I like post.
Now what I say, I see what you post, but if you are married and then you put married to, got it. But I'm with Cornell. Boom. Y'all together and then bam. Not together. It's complicated. All this other stuff. Why? See, marriage I get. But the other part, like, what? And guess what? I'll see you at the class reunion. Why do you even know what's going on with my life? Like, what?
Yeah, I see you posted, girl. I see you posted. And people that did put shrimp in their grits are retarded.
He eat his grits with sugar, but guess what you also did? Putting that out there. You let somebody know, in order to get him, I already know they're going to playbook.
He liked it right.
There's the playbook.
And I told people that don't. If you look under my whole grits, the whole thing, I unfriended.
Yep, he was
unfriended.
Well, you going to have to unfriend me because I got to have regular butter and salt if I eat it. Yeah, I can't do sugar.
Sugar and butter.
Can't do that sugar. Can't do that sugar. I got sugar ioditis. That's what my grandma used to say. You got that sugar ioditis? Can't do it.
I do too, but I'm still eating with sugar. I can't eat it no other way.
Like, So we have the coffee shop, church, the gym. I'm with you. Listen though, I'm with you, Nate. Because even like with church, you be sitting there like, okay, I'm in the church, but I don't know if I'm like a Bible banger, and then I mess around and get a Bible banger, and then that don't work. Because I'll be like, everything is, hey, I'll be like, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Blessed and highly favored. Oh.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm like, ugh.
So you have that, and then, or be like, oh, I thought you was really into the church. Well, I am, but I ain't all the way over like that. Like, I'm in like the middle right now. I ain't at the front pew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I come in.
Like
I come in.
That's it. Just go on in the balcony.
I come in, I yell, "Hey, all I got is this $10." So, yeah. I sit down
He's stuck on the money part of it. Hilarious. The gym. I like to work out, but you meet somebody at the gym, then it's like, can I tolerate this person that's going to be a gym rat and every day and watching my plate? So I'm with you on that. Because you have people that are, you shouldn't eat that. You should not be telling me what I'm doing.
8,000 calories in that bologna slice.
And
how much is it?
You should be balancing the checkbook.
And I'm going with all 8,000 calories.
Let me add cheese to it and see if I can get to a quarter meal.
Okay, what else can I add to it to make it higher then?
Okay.
Cheese and mayonnaise. I'll be like, hey, I put.
All right, I gotta get this real quick. I gotta get the shop talk question out the way. We only got like 4 minutes. So, if you had a choice, would you rather be a liar? If you had the opportunity, what would you rather? Would you rather be a liar and nobody knew, or would you rather be able to detect a lie and they didn't know? Detect?
I'm going to say detect, but...
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
Yeah.
Look, tell the truth and shame the devil on the lies. Go ahead.
I'm going to stay with that because, I just don't like being a liar.
They wouldn't even know you lying.
Right, but I mean, I don't remember. Well, if they didn't know, but I don't like being set up like that. My father didn't raise me like that, so I mean, I don't lie because I don't remember shit. I told you I was with who?
When was this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So I just don't lie. Legit is my set name, and it's not just a name; it's a life.
So you would rather detect the lie? You're
detect.
Okay. Yeah. And Nick, you said detect the lie. See, me too. I'd rather detect. And even though come on, how many of us know? What's the look you give when you know somebody lying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the giveaway is, hey man, I ain't lying. It started with I ain't even lying, or true story, man.
True story. Truth be told, lie. Wait, why is that be like, okay, in your head you got the little ping, lie. Mm-hmm. Like real talk, lie. But
when I know somebody lying, I'll be sitting there going,
but for real, sometimes, but for real, that one too. But seriously, there are people who do use those prefaces and they tell the truth. They letting you know, okay, instead of facts. Blah, 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 blah. I think I would rather detect. I'm looking at the viewership here to see, what would you do? Would you guys rather be a liar and no one knew, or detect a lie? Okay, so the consensus says detect the lie. Talking about lying is too hard. It really is, because you'd be like, how do I remember?
I done told you what? You can't remember. Once you start lying, you can't remember all the next
one. Listen.
By the time
Cornell get that call,
the story done changed so much. But I thought you said.
And then you got people to be like, they include you in the lie. How about they include you in the lie?
Oh yeah.
Right.
And this,
hey, Cornell, I was with you. Remember, man, we was over my mama's house.
Look, Cornell like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And be like, man, what you talking about? All right, Eb said, I'm not lying for nobody. Okay, Neil said neither. It's too much you lie and too much you be trying to figure out a lie. But see, here's the thing. If you can detect the lie, you don't have to. It's lie just stamped. Bam, lies. That's hilarious because you got some people that just lie for no reason, which is so weird. Lie for conversation. Yeah, we had greens and pork chop. Cornell said he on your side, Nate. Yeah, we had greens and pork chops that day.
My man.
I'm going to tell you how you can detect a lie. You can detect a lie, and you can tell it was put together when one person lie, and then you talk to the other person, and they lie, and their lie is identical, not even out of order. Just like, we're going here, here, here. Oh, yeah, we went here, here, here. Baby, please. That's a lie.
Cornell.
Y'all got together.
28 quick pitch with the option.
Y'all got together.
We went to the baseball game, and then we stopped for ice cream. See, if you got the code book, you know these things.
That's a hot mess. That's team too much. Team too much. So I have to ask, What do we do? What do we do to correct the world? If you had the opportunity to change something in the world, what would it be?
Myself.
That's the only
can't
thing.
change nothing
Michael
but yourself.
Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
You have to change yourself.
Okay.
You can't control nobody else.
I said if you had the opportunity, if you were able to change something else in the world. But I like your answer. That's amazing. If you were able to change something in the world, what would it be?
Racism.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got?
That causes a lot of problems. Racism is one of the biggest problems that this world has. Like, seriously.
America has it the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say I would change the health situation. Nate, if I was your homeboy, I ain't gonna lie. You can't come up in my house spitting on my floor.
It's a toothbrush. You always catch that. That's your pet peeve.
It definitely is. It definitely is. You be sitting there. Yeah, what you blowing out? Plaque?
Yesterday's steak. Piece of steak.
I love this one. Okay, we have having people be kind to everyone. Derek said, I would get rid of every politician from councilman to president.
Oh, this is how you fix that one. I got one on that one.
Go ahead.
Any councilman or anybody who's running for political office has to at least played high school sports.
That's a good one.
The world.
Free health care like Canada. I love that, Cornell. Mm-hmm. All right, I love the answers. So please keep them coming, even if the show is over. Just keep it coming. Positive things going out there and what we could change. It tells you, look, it shares the heart of people. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, today's footnote. Remember this, people. It's not the lie that bothers people. It's the insult to our intelligence that's offensive. All right? All right, lovely people. Let's do this one. All you guys, man, I'm done. No weaves and no man units.
Phrasing? Who said that?
All right, let me go here. Listen. I need y'all to finish the second part of this part. Y'all ready? The second part of today's topic of the show. In the comment section. If was a fifth, what?
We'd all be drunk.
Drunk.
How about that? Hey, but it's a shot. It's definitely a shot. Lovely people, I thank you guys for tuning in to Shop Talk with Mel as I do each and every single Saturday. Follow us on all socials. Appreciate it. Like, comment to throw it back in the algorithm. Your girl would totally love that. And you already know what it is. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people. 1, 2, 3. Shop Talk.
Shop Talk. Ugh. It's her, man.
Just go.
It's her. You was late.
And she believes it's someone else. That's the sad part.
It's someone else. It's definitely someone else.
Accountability.
Right. So take it.